I am Tehya. I am the one who is many. I am made of parts of each of the personas of Tehya. There are many personas of Tehya. The one that you know is Mab, or Mav. Mav is the appropriate pronunciation. She is the destructive natures of me. No, me is not the right word. It may sound like I'm speaking in third person when I say of Tehya. And in a manner of speaking, I am, but I am more than just the sum of my parts. Each persona is divisible and autonomous in and of themselves. So, and at the same time, they all combine to make me, but at the same time, I'm more than just the combination of them. If that's confusing, you're not the only one that's confused. Starbuck, formerly known as Figment, the logic center of Tehya, does not understand this. She says that it does not compute, or it's illogical, something along those lines. She used to be much more serious about its illogicalness, but here recently she split into two personas. One was still Figment and the other was Tehya. But Tehya is a minor player at this point. Well, we won't talk about Tehya here. We're just talking about the major ones. And then Figment realized that regardless of, because the reason that Figment was called Figment is because Figment was the one who was self-proclaimed wise enough to know that they were all just figments of my imagination. Then, since we are very functionalist in our philosophies, I, Tehya, the one who is many, spoke to Figment and said, functionally, all the personas have an effect as if they were real people upon me. If it has a function as such, the form doesn't matter. Function is all that we can judge the reality by. It's the only basis that we can actually have a firm grip of reality, or a semi-firm grip of reality. That simple statement kind of turned Figment away from the idea. This was really surprising. Turned Figment away from the idea that she was a figment. and more towards the idea that she was an actual person, which caused her to change her name to Starbuck, which she felt was appropriate because I'm transsexual, and Figment was originally thought to be male, a male persona, and then it was found out that Figment was harboring Heart inside of her, who was a male persona, who was actually created from shards of Alicia, but it's a little complicated. I'll just say Figment sometimes harbors a few of the personas that would be dying otherwise, or she did when she was Figment. Now she's Starbuck. And then there is Velocity. She is very lesbian. We're all pretty lesbian, but Velocity is much more butch. Not too butch now. Not going around and the term could be called I don't want to say that, it could be offensive, but she strives to look boyish instead of like completely girly. She would want me to cut my hair. At this point we all want the hair dyed black, but regardless, the point is, well, I think I've established her. She's very flirty, very, very flirty. So you might want to be careful around that. You are quite pretty, and she might flirt with you. But I have the capacity to speak for any of the personas, because I am the one who is many Tehya. I am like the ambassador to the world of people who have only one personality, perhaps? I don't know. But we find this synergy very useful. So we've got Figment, we've got Velocity, and we've got Mav. Now, there's also Alicia, who doesn't play an active role usually. She plays a very passive role. She controls how we connect with other people, the process of empathy. At one point, there was a personality named Ricky who scared Alicia to death, or nearly to death. He killed Hart, but or nearly killed Hart. Then Figment absorbed Hart, whatever. But Ricky was a very bad person. He wanted to destroy all of the personas. Not in a nice way and absorb them so that they would move on, as modern psychology says that is natural and normal and healthy. He wanted to just eradicate everything, when he was just a creation of Alice, who later became me, Tehya. He was just supposed to be a mask to show people a more acceptable point of view. We've given up on that idea and accepted ourselves. Mav will speak to you shortly.